Hello, everyone. Good evening. Aradhna Tiwari here from Be the Change by Aradhna, founder of the Be the Change page. And I'm an Access Consciousness certified facilitator, empowering and transforming coach, and everything, and a friend of yours who is here to contribute. So, the topic for today again is stress, anxiety, and depression. I'm looking forward to have your questions, waiting for all of you to join in. Hello, Shivangi. Hello, hello. How are you, sweetheart? So sad. Are you sad, Shivangi? This is a sad call. This is a stress, anxiety, depression call. What's up, Shivangi? Waiting for you all to join. I'm just seeing if I can see it on my phone. You all are there. Everybody joining in. Hello, hello, hello. If anybody else is joining, I still can't see, so I'm just doing on my phone, guys. Hello, Deepti. Welcome. Welcome. Good evening. Any questions that you guys have around stress, anxiety, depression that I can contribute to, guys? I'm happy to. So, I was looking at how stress, anxiety, and depression gets caused. It's funny that I was watching it and I think I got to know so much more for myself. Thank you to this call that it's bringing up so much information to me that why people choose anxiety, why people choose stress, why people choose depression. It is so simple because they want to hide everything what they have within them and not acknowledge it. What is acknowledgement? Acknowledgement is something that you don't want to notice. You don't want to acknowledge that you're going through some bad period. You're not wanting to see that this is affecting my life. So I got my periods today and couldn't get out of a bed all day. Also, have been crying nonstop. Oh, awesome! I'm not making it right or wrong, though I have a lot of unease. Could you contribute to how to sail through days like these? Awesome. Hello, yeah, sure, Shivangi. Hello, Monica. So great question. So Shivangi, how it's also like periods are the time where our bodies actually go through change and shift. That's when our body is actually making us giving us information that I am going through a change. I am going through time where it's like from the comfortable to uncomfortable, and a lot of things which your body is releasing which it has been holding. And that's what I was just listening to and was kind of contemplating what actually creates stress and this cry and the depression is because these little things keep collecting them in our systems, in our bodies, because we don't want to look at them and acknowledge them that we are unhappy or we are going through anything. Hello, Shipali. So it's like, lying to ourselves, hiding from us. So what are you hiding, Shivangi, from yourself that you do not want to see, which now your body actually is acknowledging? But when actually the body is going through something, it is aware of certain energies around you. So who and what are you healing with the crying you're choosing, Shivangi? So it's like are you crying for yourself? Are you crying for others? Or are you crying for the change? Any awareness to that, please let me know. So it's like so we all keep collecting all the memories in our bodies. And maybe when you started with your periods when you were a little young baby, and when it just started with you, how much was that a big change in your world, and how did you receive it then there? Was it like happy moment? Was it like that you've grown up, or were there any projections on you that is it good, is it bad? So you held those emotions and you did not want to look at them until today. And now, whenever it happens, all the pain of everything that you're holding in your body starts associating with those times. So, and that's when you like, you get down, you get upset, you get, you leave yourself. So I was like, what is the remedy to all this? Because how do we change it? Because we unnoticeably keep collecting little stuff in our bodies, into our systems, into our heads, and don't want to go in there and look. So the first step first is you have to start looking within, because we are looking outside even a little. Sometimes I just see people, the little noise, which is going on in the other house or on the road is actually disturbing some people, and there are some people who are sitting and who it doesn't disturb at all. So what is that? Because you do not want to look within you, you do not want to acknowledge there is a problem within you. You want everything outside as per your control, perfect as how you want it. And your happiness and your joy starts depending, and your validation starts depending on everything that is outside you. And you know how things can be like you, everything cannot be always perfect. Howsoever you plan, and something sometimes it turns up something else, and the moment it turns up something else, you're upset. Say example, you have somebody, you have a party, and you're actually waiting for your friends to like come in, and you really decorate the house or something happens, and the moment your friends walk in and they don't even pay attention to how you actually decorated your house or did everything, your mood swings go down. And then for to keep happy in that 10 seconds, you will give up your knowing and you're like, forget it, I'll deal with it later. And then you hold that for all your life. And that party got over 10 years back, and you're still holding that pain and suffering in your body. And now anything that triggers that thing, it comes up and it makes you sad, and you have forgotten why you're sad because you're still holding those emotions, those feelings into your body. And so similarly, might be holding so many moments when you started having your periods when you were exactly small, and those memories are still there. So what if you actually start asking to release from your body? Hello, Rohini, welcome. So, Shivangi says, what has been showing up for me is that it's a change. It's exactly like you said, things that I collected and held in my body. I had such a blast yesterday, and then today it was like I crashed. Yeah, because everything did not seem as hunky dory outside as you wanted it to, because you were so happy and others were not happy, and that made you upset. Why would you give up your joy within you for anything outside you? And that is a trigger point for hello Indrajit. Welcome. So it's that is a trigger point for everything in our life, for all the stresses, depressions, and anxiety, especially anxiety, because a lot of people go through anxiety because they want everything to be in control. Because I acted so and so, I was positive, I was this, I did that, and according to everyone, so everything outside should be as I think it should be. And the thing is, things never, never, ever show up the way you're asking them to show up. And then your joy depends on outside perspectives. So my suggestion would to you all would be, and then you keep holding those energies, and to hold that a memory in your body, how much of your energy, and you can call Shakti, you can call whatever word, not regular word you can use, the power you use to hold that energy in space of not even seen to you tires you up. So at times it's a love and hate relationship, it's a good bad, it's a negative positive. So to hold the negative energies in the place and the positive energies in the place, how much energy are you actually using? And then you get tired, then you get cranky, then you get in, a little bit happens outside you and you get cranky. How many of you do that all the time? So what is the way to continue have your own reality no matter whatever goes on in the world of people around me? The best way, Shivangi, is to start acknowledging little things that actually make you upset. You have to acknowledge that maybe that little noise is making you upset, somebody didn't show up made you upset, the way your mother reacted made you upset. Acknowledge and then question within you, what actually is making, is it actually the action of your mother or your xyz people around you or your family or your friends is making you upset, or is it something within you that is making upset? You are actually controlled by them, you want to control them, but how well controlled are you because of their actions? So the first thing is that you have to start acknowledging, which means you have to start noticing what triggers you. The moment you will notice what triggers you, it starts shifting, it starts changing. And this next step is, once you acknowledge that okay, this is what is really troubling you, if you little stuff adds up to bigger stuff, and the more you will release out of your life, the and it's a story of yours, because the same thing doesn't perturb the other person, it is only hitting you hard because you wanted certain results certain way. So get rid of the stuff that you've been holding, and just acknowledge. And acknowledgement is just notice it and ask it to release. Receive, release, and relax. Just sit, relax, let it pass by. And For everything that triggers you outside, maybe that gives you an experience to learn. Like we do a maths problem first, one time, twice, thrice, and then next time that problems comes, you know how to deal with it. So exactly it's the same incidences of our life, whatever shows up, good, bad, ugly, they only give us an experience to be with them. And next time, say example, a death happens in your family, you are aware of, first time it will be devastating for you, but you hear the other person passed away. What makes you devastated here? What takes your peace away? Because there was an attachment to you. You have to acknowledge there was an attachment to you. What really is hitting to you? Just go and see and relax and release. And feel that pain. Don't ignore that pain. Because the more you'll ignore, the more energy you will have to put to hold it forever in your life. And maybe the person passed off 20 years back, but you're still holding the energies until today. You are keeping that person alive, not that person. So cry as much, feel the pain, acknowledge within yourself, and let it go. And next time you have a death in front of you, you know how to deal with it, because that was experiential. So everything is actually giving you experience. It's a journey, and the journey which you feel very happy, and certain times you feel very joyful about something, and you really want to hold that, and you want to keep clinging on to that energy, that this joyous moment should not go, in which you are missing on the other parts of your life. To hold one, how much energy you put there, and the power you put there, that you forget other things and you miss onto life. So these are very, very, very intricate little things that we are not willing to see. If we start living and seeing everything what is actually making it uncomfortable for you outside, and what inside is actually, what where is it hurting inside, if you start watching yourself, if you start releasing it from yourself every day, even like little things, it'll give space for you to breathe in, it'll give you more space, it will give you more joy, and everything passes by with total ease. Yeah, so and now add release to it, Shivangi. I have been chanting receive and relax like a mantra a day today. Yeah, so now add release to it. Everything, yes, as Rohini beautifully. Thank you, Rohini. Receive, release, and relax. Just receive it and ask what is actually hurting me. It is not that person is hurting you, it's not the thing outside. There is a memory around you which you did not want to see, that you have been holding, and that is because that was a control. You didn't get the result as you wanted, and you do not want to be seen vulnerable. You do not want to be judged. You do not want to be seen who you are. You do not want to be seen as weak and failure. That holds out whole power. And that, if you, how you collect the crap together and it starts smelling, it's exactly your body starts smelling of the depression, anxiety, and stress. So this is how beautiful creators we are, but that's a total choice. Yes. So Shivangi says, thank you. Something really lightened up just now. Yay. Awesome. Hello, Amrit. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That is fun. I love this when something shifts and changes. And who's the magic is the miracle is you. Just a minute. We keep waiting for others to come and choose and make us happy. No, it is you. You have the power wand. You have the magic wand of your life within you. Do not make any energy greater and bigger than you. Do not make anything outside you greater than you. When you will have this inside you calm down, when it be relaxed at any given, even it comes to money, it comes to death, it comes to everything in your life, just keep watching it, and let the inner of you do not go up and down. And if it goes, face it. Don't hide it from yourself. Receive it, and then you know sense the pain, the emotion, the heart. Don't run away from it, and let it go. Hello, Shilpi. Hello, Shweta. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're such a delighted, Radna. Lots of love. Oh, Shivangi, you are my cutie pie. I love you. And I wonder if that really, really contributes to everybody who's listening here. So, you are conglomeration of your own thoughts, your own feelings, or your own emotions. You are here to experience. So, don't run away from your emotions. Don't hide things from you. Nobody outside has time to see you and watch you. It's only you seeing outside you. You think people have time to watch you and look at you, what you're wearing, what you're doing, what you're drinking, how you're saying. It'll just for that one sentence of the outside person, you're killing yourself for what? Nothing. What if you can demand that of yourself? Nothing outside really hurts you. Nothing outside takes you for granted and makes you move from here to there. Everything is relaxed. Relax, relax, relax should be your new mantra. Is your being inside relaxed? Maybe the most toughest situation. How to calm when our near and dear ones face depression. That you have one thing called free will, Shilpi. And one thing that you have to acknowledge that it's a choice. Free will is not that you're dancing here and doing. Free will is a choice that everybody has been given. You can be whatever you be, and remember that you are the power around them who can be actually showing them a different opportunity, not by coming down to their level, being relaxed and ease, and always letting them know that they have a choice. And it's like, when people start crying around people and being sad around that you are sad, so I should not go party, I should not do this, I should not do that. You are already inviting them to a more danger rather than inviting to a different possibility, that there are more possibilities, and questioning them and being a question around them might shift. My son is dealing with the depression, how to help. So how old is your son, and what is it going on, and what are you, so who in your family is uh, was going through depression? Was it you? Was it your husband who was pretending to go through that depression, that now he has picked up that as to manipulate you? Or what is it that he doesn't want to do, and it is like a way of him to manipulate you? Everything. That is, let go, let go, let go, let go. And first you have to be okay with it, Shilpi. That's a very interest 12 years, yeah. So what if that's a change time in his body going on, and how much has he's been picking? So what space can you be for him? It's like, okay, what can I be here for him? And it's like, do not make his depression wrong. First, as a mother, if it's like, what in you are you making wrong, Shilpi? There is something that is going on in your world which you're not happy about, which is actually he is picking it as a depression. So if you shift in you, it might shift in him. So look within you, what does depression actually means in your world? What are you unhappy with? What choices are you thinking that whatever you made, but you're just living in that house for him, and you're not actually happy, or wherever you're living. Yeah, he is not talking to anyone, very hyper lockdown, no friends and gadgets. And how much is he manipulating you for that? So my suggestion to you would be, don't panic. And now, which this is what is panicking you, go in your inner world, Shilpi, and see what about is that panicking you about. Are you willing to lose him? I know it's a very weird thing to say, but are you willing to lose him? Are you willing to acknowledge that he has a choice? But first, you can take care of you. If you will be okay, he will be okay. So you look into your world. What is panicking you? Where are you making yourself wrong for it? Where are you thinking that it's because of you? So you are creating that depression in your life, of seeing that depression 24 by 7 is what's the value of it. Where are you so depressed within you? Who and what are you avoiding to see? So actually meet up. So look into the depression. Where is it hitting you in your body when your son is depressed? And please go under it. What are the layers that you're holding and nagging about yourself all the time? If you will release you, you will release him. And then he has a choice. Awesome. Great. Anybody else has a question? Depression is generally, sometimes there are two reasons. Either one is they're manipulating you. So ask, is he manipulating you, or is he that he had somebody around who is depressed and he's picking up them and healing them? So is it you? Is it something else? I get it's you guys. So Shilpi, I think you start working on you. What that depression is for you. Where are you depressed? What are you unhappy about? And release all your memories from that age, until from your childhood, all the anger against your parents you have been holding, and then now around your husband, around your family. Please take one by one and dissipate, and let's see what shows up. I'm here. Give me, let me know in a day or two. Amrit, if you're around, did you play with that eczema thing? Did you get any awareness around it? If you're listening, can I have your feedback on that? You're most welcome, Shilpi. Anybody else has a question? So, guys, it's up to you when you relax, release, and it's like get my my really request to you is start releasing. Get rid of the stuff you have been holding and holding from in your bodies from your childhood. Everything you felt bad, every memory you know somebody died in your family, somebody you really loved, you could not acknowledge, and you don't want to go see. Please start looking from today. Go one by one to every memory. What if your body is left with no memories? Whether they are good memories, they are bad memories, please visit them and release them in your body today and let me know tomorrow if you guys are going to be here. Cool. Awesome. Beautiful evening, beautiful day ahead. And if you have any more questions, I'm happy to take. Otherwise, I will take a leave and see you tomorrow at 8. And anybody who is going through is most welcome to. Shilpi, let me know if that'll be easy for you to come in tomorrow and talk about it. Once you release it, what will show up? I will feel I feel pain and pressure on the left side of abdomen whenever I face anxiety. What can I ask? So Shivani, thank you, Rohini, thank you so much. So it's also so wherever you know aware of your mother's anxiety, Shivani. So what is so right in your life that you are making wrong, and wherever your mother is making it wrong, and you're healing it, and now you are stepping into her shoe to see what she's feeling through, and you're feeling it. Would you let that go? So, anxiety, is it yours? What are you holding that anxiety? What are you unaware to see? And what are you unwilling to acknowledge that how much is your mother manipulating you? So, and how much are you manipulating under the name of your mother? Everything that is what you destroy and get all right and wrong, good and bad, pop on the shop and beyonds. I hopped on now, Ritu. Hello, Ritu. Hello, hello, hello. It's okay. So I wonder if that is reading to you, Shivani. So you know how we use things, our parents and everything, and how angry are you, and then you're using that as a sympathy factor. And is it really working for you, sweetheart? I mean, choice is yours. So please go to all the ask your body today, play with this exercise of what is actually making you feel anxiety. Is it even yours? And what is triggering that anxiety in you right now? You have a choice. You have a free will. Either you hold this crap, which is so dependent on outside objects, say your parents, your family, your blah blah blah, or you have a choice of being in ecstasy all the time, never leaving your relaxed position inside. Come whatsoever, the world blasts, everything goes. You might come on the road. You be relaxed inside. Nothing makes you go up and down inside here will change everything in your life, guys. Everything. I vouch for it. I guarantee it. It's looking within. Look how your heartbeat runs, for what makes your heartbeat go up, what makes you anxiety, what makes you sad. Like I've really worked on myself like that. I'm like, okay, what triggers me off? When do I get triggered off? And what actually is really, really irritating me here? And when I look in, I'm like, oh wow, I'm making this reason. So what is underneath that? What is underneath that? What is underneath that? And I hit the point, and then it's just noticing it. And the moment you notice it, it starts melting out. And for me, the utmost is my inner relaxation. My inner relaxation does not depend on anybody saying me I'm a good girl, I'm an amazing facilitator, or I'm a magical or not. No, neither positive, no negative. I am sustained. I feel the ecstasy of life 24 by 7. That's my demand. I wonder if that's your demand. It's in your hands, nobody else. Your depressions, anxieties, stresses, sadness are not dependent on other. It is your choice. You have created. That is called free will. And if you have created, you can change it. I vouch for that. Just look deep within what hurts you. This is a simple step. Start looking in the little things. If that noise is disturbing you, what is that disturbing me for? What makes me, go into that? Surely try. Don't try. Do it. When you're trying, guys, you're actually not working on it. You don't want to change it. So there you go. It's so matching your energy, Shivani, what you wrote right now. It's not about the word, but it's also about the energy that you really are enjoying. So wow. So what if you actually enjoy, acknowledge that you enjoy the anxiety, and how much that anxiety makes you control everybody in your family? OMG, that is so amazing. So, how we play these games with ourselves, and then you get that kick when everybody around you is running. So, acknowledge, and here it's not wrong and right. You have to acknowledge that I love being in the state of anxiety because that makes the world move according to me. If it's working, but you're forgetting, the first person you're manipulating is you and your body. So it's working well and good, acknowledge it. If it doesn't, then also acknowledge it. Only then will it start changing. Awesome. Great. I hope it helps. And nothing that doesn't work for you and is not light for you guys, you do not have to take my word. I'm just here putting my interesting point of views here. And this is my study to myself. If that contributes, please take home. There is nothing you should be doing, must be doing. It's just a choice. I leave you onto that with your total choices and hope this contributes in any ways. If it doesn't, leave it here. I'm happy that you were here and who is listening now or in future. All the best and love you all and thank you and grateful for listening to me. And see you tomorrow at 8. Bye bye, guys.